Hello, Garland Nixon here, and just ran into something pretty interesting on Facebook that I want to do a brief video. Let's talk about it. Hello, Garland here. I'm going to do a very brief video, but I just wanted to show you something I ran into. So a while back on Facebook, when the Ukraine conflict first started, I was, I guess, punished on Facebook for putting up a particular article, and I will show you the article. This is the article. So I put this article up on Facebook, an article from NBC News. Okay, and here's the article. German TV shows Nazi symbols on helmets of Ukraine soldiers, right? And you go on into this article, and it shows you that it says in a ZDF report on the fragile ceasefire in eastern Ukraine, images were shown of soldiers wearing combat helmets with SS insignias and swastikas, right? So they get into this about, Ukraine. Germans were confronted with images of their country's dark past on Monday night. The video was shot last week in Ukraine by a camera team from Norwegian, but we were filming a report, blah, 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 about Ukraine's Azov battalion in the eastern city. When we came across these soldiers, so bottom line, look, and here's what they said. The image, Bokin said he asked a spokesperson whether the battalion had fascist tendencies. The reply was absolutely not. We're just Ukrainian nationalists. So they walked up to a bunch of people and they had things from memorabilia from the Third Reich all over them, the iconography of the Third Reich. And they said, hey, are you guys fascists? And they said, no, absolutely not. So here's my point. I put that article up on Facebook and was promptly punished for it. Now, NBC was not thrown off of Facebook or anywhere else for running the article, but I was, because I posted the article. Why do I say this? So I just did a video a few minutes ago. I jumped off and I said, let me scroll down my timeline. Whatever shall I find? Now, one of the things that I noticed was very interesting is during the election, I got all of these fake accounts and they were all pro Kamala Harris, and they were all like a black person, and every one of them was the same. A lot of them even had here's what it looked very obvious to me, that they used AI to create many thousands, probably hundreds of thousands, if not millions of accounts. The appearance that I got was Facebook used AI to create many accounts, likely millions, that were pro Kamala Harris to try to do election interference. That was the appearance that I have, and that's how I'm evaluating it. Because me and a buddy of mine started browsing through them, and it was like, what is it? The same account over and over and over. It's a black person, and then they say something about religion, and then they say something about Project 2025. A lot of them had the exact same posts, everything. So I'm like, yeah, AI created all of these. Here's my point. So we know that Facebook creates a lot of fake accounts and then puts them up to promote whatever they want, right? Let's look at Facebook. Let me look at this again. So I'm scrolling through Facebook and I find this. An account from Claire Tucker. Right? Well, who the hell's Claire Tucker? I guess that's a woman. Her name is Claire, right? And so I'm looking, and it's from the History Museum at 1700 Cale Street. Well, that's pretty clear. I would think they would have a website, but for some reason they don't. Okay. And look, the website is Cale Street at Gmail. They even have an email account and all this stuff. But let's go down. I start looking at this. And this is the CBTR 229th FA Battalion 28th and Division while stationed at Fort Ehrenbreitstein. It kind of sounds like it may be German, but let's keep going down. We got African American artillery, another battalion here, 1945 in Germany. But as you start going down, you start noticing something. Uh, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Look at this guy, Herr Messerschmitt. A German with what kind of German Shepherd is that? It ain't Russian, and it's a German Shepherd. And look at the insignia. And what is Messerschmitt? Interesting. I keep going down. Commander of SS Panzer Regiment. And so if you go down this timeline, you will notice that there's a lot of stuff that is for that. I'll put it like this. The stuff that I'm seeing here, some of it American, some of it not, blah, blah, blah. But the stuff on my timeline was all Third Reich crap. Now I thought, well, 1700 Kale Street, Myrtle Beach, that's an easy one. So I search. Let's do it. 1700 Kale Street. Let's find out about this history museum. Get directions. Let's find it. 1700 Kale Street. Your location to 1700 Kale Street. There it is. So there is a 1700 Kale Street, I guess. I don't know. But when I search on Google Maps, let's do this. Let's search on Google Maps. I don't know if there's a Kale Street. But when I search on Google Maps, I don't find a Kale Street. Maybe there is. When I search on Google Maps, okay. But when you start looking in here, you'll find all of this stuff from World War II. But why the hell? Oh, look at this. Here's another one. There's another tank that is, what's this? There's another tank I found. Those tanks look awful suspicious. Look at this. Look at this tank. What is this insignia right here? Right? Tanks of the 2nd Armored Division, hell on wheels. And look at that, a crooked cross. Now, here's my point. It's supposed to be some war museum, but I didn't see anything on my timeline other than the stuff that promoted the Nazi stuff. And this is on Facebook. And when I put up an NBC News article pointing out that there were people in Ukraine, according to NBC News, wearing the iconography of the Third Reich, I was punished for it. Not allowed to do that. You can't put this stuff up. I put up pictures of a bunch of Ukrainians with the flags that had that same crooked cross on it. Let me show you the crooked cross. Present, share screen. See that little crooked cross in the middle of that? When I put pictures of Ukrainians flying that same sign, I was punished. I wasn't flying it. I wasn't promoting it. I was doing the opposite. I was saying, this is bad, not a good thing. Why are we promoting these people? Why are we supporting these people? And Facebook said, oh, ho, ho, you friggin' fascist. How dare you put up the iconography of the Third Reich? For this, Mr. Nixon, you must be punished. And I was thoroughly punished. I couldn't go live for 3 months. I couldn't post for 30 or 90 days or something crazy. I mean, I got the most stringent, the strictest punishment you could think of. Everything. And then I was told another strike, you're thrown off Facebook, on and on and on, for putting Nazis in Ukraine on, on blast, as they say. But I'm scrolling up and down my timeline, and this ain't the first time. And there's old Claire Tucker, if that exists. I suspect it's a fake account. And Claire Tucker's showing nothing but the iconography of the Third Reich. I'm just saying, it seems to me that Facebook is literally promoting fascism. I don't know any other way to interpret it. Maybe I'm wrong, but it sure looks like that. Let me go down. Let me go down. Let's see. Look at this. Let's keep going. I could keep going. Oh, look at this. The U-100 commissioning. Oh man, U-boats, huh? Look at the what do you see there on these guys? What do you see there right there on the on their uniforms there, right? U-boats. Uh I could keep going down. They got some American ships. They got a whole bunch of then a whole bunch of British stuff. But there, trust me when I tell you this, there is no shortage of Third Reich iconography in these pictures, number one. And most importantly, the ones that they are using to promote this particular Facebook page, I would get thrown off Facebook for putting them up. But Facebook puts them up. And this is not even, this is supposedly, I don't get it, whatever Claire Tucker. Now, and here's the next question. If it's History Museum, why is there a person's name with Claire? I don't get it. Yeah. I tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to call that number and see what I can find out about it. And I will get back to you. Let's see more. Let's look a little bit more. Oh, excuse me. No, I don't see anything under more. Reviews. I don't know what's going on with old Claire Tucker, but that's the bottom line. I just wanted to show you Facebook appears to be up to no good again. And by up to no good, I mean the very things that if I post something that from the mainstream news that shows that there is a Nazi activity going on in Ukraine, I get punished severely. But Facebook themselves appears to be and might quite possibly are creating fake Nazi accounts and promoting them. I will show you. This is the one on my timeline that I saw. Let me find the one. I'll show you the one on my timeline that I saw. The one that made me go, what the hell am I looking at? It was, I don't even see it. It was a Nazi one. There was another one of, I don't remember. It was another one, a Nazi one. Bottom line is this. I guess what difference does it make? The whole damn thing. This is Facebook. All right. Thanks a lot, guys and girls. Do with it what you want. Doesn't make sense to me, unless, of course, that I'm living in a country. Let me show you something. Let me show you something you might want to see. Nazi building, San Diego Navy. Before you go, if you're this is the New York Times. No, the New York Times won't let me see it. Watch this. Here we go. If you want to be, if anyone else is shocked, let me show you something that may also shock you. The controversial history of the U.S. military building shaped like a swastika. See this building here? It's a U.S. Navy building. It was it's right now, it's in San Diego. You can look it up. Above is a Google Earth image of the barracks of the naval base Coronado, just outside San Diego. The buildings were designed in 1967 by an architect named John Mock, and the shape didn't raise any concerns of the time, right? In 2007, a guy found documentation that the 4L swastika-like design, you love this, was indeed known to the Navy and signed off by them before the construction, right? After further protests from the Anti-Defamation League in San Diego, the Navy agreed to spend $600,000 on camouflaging the building, right? There you go. That's it. The building was intentionally designed to look like a swastika, and the two buildings next to it are designed as bomber planes flying towards it as a symbolism. That's what they claim. Symbolism destroying the Nazis. Get out of here. What a bunch of crap. So there you go. That's it. So anytime you're in the US and you wonder why there's such love for Nazis at the highest levels, be shocked. I'm out. Have a great day. Also, share this on all your social media platforms. And of course, if you can afford, donate. If not, that's fine. Just like, subscribe, and share. I'm out. And I'll be back on at 9 p.m. this evening with the two and only Scott Ritter and Andre Martiano. I'm out. Oops.